Hello everyone, my name is Crow and this is All the Mods 9 to the Sky. This is episode 17. So between episodes I set up a couple things. I made patterns for my shulkers and also for nether stars. I'm still going to keep loading up some prediction matrices until the model accuracy is a little bit higher. Um, like over here we're 84%. But the pattern itself is just a one to basically putting in a prediction matrix, getting out a actual prediction. Um, so, what else do we do? Um, just a little bit of work around the base. Over here at the Britannia, I was kind of looking ahead and I realized I'm going to need a fair amount of mana. I do need to make um, some terrasteel eventually. And so what I did is I'm still using my Endo Flames just as some passive mana gain, but basically I hooked it up to have these Endo Flames because what they would do is after this my first mana pool is full, and then the mana spreader gets full, and then the Endo Flames get full, they'll stop producing. So what this is doing is it's filling up this mana pool, and this mana pool is being split up to these 8 other mana pools. And then this comparator is looking at this mana pool. It's checking to see if it's full. So when this mana pool is full, it'll send power to this redstone relay over here, which will then send power this relay. They're linked together, and this andesite funnel will get turned off. Whenever it receives a redstone signal, like here, you can actually see that it's turned off. Okay. What else here? I think that's pretty much it. I did do some more work. I did a little bit, I think last time we set up this draconic evolution. And so at this point, it's kind of just ticking and making some awakened draconium. I think I need a total of 3,000 to make enough blocks. I did look at the quest for where is it? For the draconic evolution. This right here is the ultimate or the largest power storage. And so I went through and I just crafted all of the stabilizers and stuff just to get all these quests completed because I want to get an ultimate tier. And to do that, I need 36 energy core stabilizers, 786 draconium blocks, which I have plenty of draconium, regular draconium coming in from autosieving, and then the 378 awakened draconium blocks. I have that set up as a crafting pattern. So I have what 70. So I need 300 blocks. So if I can make 300, then so I'm missing 750 ingots, and that will just kind of happen on its own. Also, what I did between episodes is when we're looking at the star, I just took a quick peek at some of the things that we're going to need. And one of the things that's going to take the longest is going to be the pulsating black hole, because this is made out of like 5x oak logs and iron and gold and cobble and redstone. So what I did is I created a crafting pattern for this. And so I can easily see, oh look, I'm missing 489,000 gold ingots, 388,000 iron ingots, 5,000 redstone blocks times 1. And, just a bunch of dirt and oak logs and obsidian. The obsidian, actually, I believe I have, because this is my obsidian farm. It creates obsidian times 2. So I think I'm actually good on the obsidian, right? Because I need, okay, so I need 700 obsidian times 2. This just isn't close enough to the storage controller. Okay, so I'm more than halfway done on the obsidian because I need 700 and I got 400. I did create some compacting drawers for the gold, the iron, and the redstone. And then I also started some passive generation of oak logs and dirt. The dirt is, this is a Zycraft machine making mud, and then I'm just automatically drying it. And then it just goes into the compacting drawer. The oak logs has a puller upgrade, and it is just pulling oak logs that are being created by this energy condenser here. This is an energy condenser Mark 1. Once I have dark matter and then red matter, I will upgrade this and then speed up the energy condenser. So what we're doing now, before I want to start working on fissile fuel, because that's another thing that's going to take a long time. So I want to automate fissile fuel production because the production of the fissile fuel itself is going to be kind of the limiter. Making the actual polonium and the plutonium and the antimatter, that won't take nearly as long as the fissile fuel, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate that. I went in here and made patterns for all the machines I think I'm going to need. And so I should just be able to assemble it. But before I do that, I want to get in. I want to tie up a couple loose ends. One of the things I want to do is I want to get wireless AE. So in order to do that, I need to. I don't even know if I made a crafting pattern for it yet. Okay, so I need a wireless terminal and then a wireless crafting terminal. Okay, so I should be able to. Okay, so I will actually have to make the wireless terminal first. Oh, and I need to make a dense energy cell, which requires an energy cell. Oh, I do have energy cells in here. You just throw these in there. Something's wrong with the pattern. Okay. It probably had to do with the substitutions because this, because it can take substitutions, it doesn't care about the power level of these or how much energy is inside them. Okay, so I need a wireless terminal. And wireless crafting terminal. Interesting. Where is the crafting wireless stuff? All right, so I need also a wireless access point and then some kind of wireless booster. What is Ender? No, I don't have Ender pearls. I feel like that is something that I will need eventually. Right, and we no longer. All right, so 18 meters, and we no longer need the security terminal for that. All right, perfect. So now I can access that remotely. I'll still keep this maybe um, in my backpack. So okay, so that's one thing checked off is the wireless AE. I also let me sleep, and then I want to start working with some villagers. My bed. So I do have this ritual here. It's a tablet of restoration. Okay, so what the tablet of restoration will do is it will heal. It will every time it ticks, it will heal you. But one of the side effects of that is that it will cure zombified villagers. And so I think I have in my inventory, I need more boosters. I think I have a yoinker. Maybe it's in my backpack. Ah, yes. That, and I have another one, a containment jar. Hopefully I have dispel. I don't know if I have dispel. Apparently I don't have dispel. I should have dispel. Dispel. I'm gonna need 3 levels. I do have 3 levels on me. Okay. So now I can I can get him out of the containment jar. You do have to dispel to get out of the containment jar. I do put a roof on him just so that he hopefully won't burn. Okay. Okie dokie. Apparently they go straight on top. Okay, this guy should be better. Perfect. So now I have villagers. What I'm gonna do with them is I'm gonna create a little mini villager farm. And the reason that I'm doing this at all is because I want to have an auto trader, because I want to have this is my going to be my skysteel automation is trading with this guy. I don't need a lot of skysteel, but I'm going to need it for dark matter, and so I want like a fair amount. So I'm going to automate it that way. That way I don't have to worry about, I don't have to do this thing where I have to like drop stuff into lava. When I don't, maybe I'll do a bee eventually. But for the short term, we're going to automate it with this guy. Okay, so that's going to be my auto trader. I don't need that yet. What I need is a breeder and a farmer. Okay, perfect. All right, so these should spit out some villagers, and then I will have those villagers go in. I'll make a uh, turn that into a farmer. So like the first, um, yeah. So he will make carrots, and so my very first villager will go in here to become a farmer, and then go from there. Okay, so a little bit more cleaning up and tying up some loose ends. I'll put these guys away for later. Okay, the last thing on my list is going to be integrating or on the catch-up list, I guess, is going to be the transmutation tablet. I'm going to automate that with AE. So to do that, we actually have a applied E add-on in here. So I need a bunch of Eternalists to make a ME transmutation module. Okay, so the way that the applied E works is you create the module, you create this ME transmutation module, and then whoever is the player who places it onto that system, it follows what they have learned as far as the EMC, and it uses their EMC values. So then what I can do is I can, let's see, I can create like a transmutation interface or a transmutation importer, and that way I can import into the system, and then it will store EMC for me. This Eternalist fuel is taking a long time. I don't think I need a lot of Eternalist fuel. It's just... Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, put that over here. Oh, do I have to maybe put it on a cable? Maybe. Uh, aha. Okay. So, okay, so I have 503 for EMC, and I have not taught this how to do I don't have a pattern for a transmutation table, right? Yeah, so I have no pattern for a transmutation table, but because I've learned it, I can create one. And so I use EMC. Awesome. So I've been using this just to create these blaze rods and stuff, just as a passive EMC production using the cobble gen. So I will at some point use this to, I guess, kind of hook into um, the AE system. So we'll see what the end state of that is going to look like. But as of right now, I have 100 lots of EMC. Perfect. I should never have to worry about EMC again. So that's kind of my catching up and kind of tying up loose ends that I wanted to do. Now I want to kind of get back on track with the fissile fuel production. So fissile fuel is mechanism. I don't know if I have anything in here. Did I prepare anything? Maybe. Let's get. Okay, so if I did my planning correctly, I should have all the things that I need, all the crafting, I did all the crafting recipes already. So I will need one. This is going to be my quantum entangleporter. I need a electrolytic separator. I'll need an enrichment chamber, a chemical dissolution chamber, a rotary condensator, 2 chemical oxidizers, and 3 chemical infusers. Okay, I'll do the speed, energy, and gas upgrades a little bit later. I'm going to be using XNet for all of this. Blue cables. I will need a controller as well. And I'll use the advanced blue connector, or the advanced connectors for that. I will also need an interface. I will need a chemical cell. Okay, so I have a chemical cell housing. I need some kind of storage. Oh, I do have a T56K. Okay, that's fine. And then an ME chest. Okay. Okay, so I have this ME chemical storage cell. I do want to put an equal distribution card in there. I'm going to also filter it. I want to put, because what's going to happen is I'm going to put, where is it? Liquid steam. I'm going to put hydrogen in there. I'm going to put hydrofluoric acid. There's oxygen. I'm going to put oxygen in there. And then I'm going to put fissile fuel. Actually, I will put fissile fuel there as an overflow. I'm not going to put the overflow destruction card. That's kind of like a void upgrade. I'm not going to put that in there because if anything, if the hydrogen, oxygen, hydrofluoric acid back up, I'm okay with them not producing anymore. That machine can turn off. I'm okay with that. All right, and then the last thing is, actually, I'll do that setup later. Okay. Oh, and then I didn't even, what else for a mechanism? Did I do a centrifuge? I might not have done a centrifuge. Okay, so what I need to do is, okay, so I have an interface through an induction card. So this interface is going to be what's providing power to all of my machines around here. Okay, I'll throw the chemical cell in here. I'm actually not sure that I really need this cell here, this chest here. But we'll leave it there for now. I do need to kind of kickstart this with some power. All right, and then in this interface, I have a couple things that I need to have stocked. I need to have sulfur. I need to have fluorite. I need to have uranium ingots. I need to have water. I think that's it. Oh, I will also need, I think, hydrogen. I'm going to have hydrofluoric acid. What is hydrogen used for? Hydrogen. No, so it's oxygen. It must be oxygen. Yes, so I need oxygen. And these are kind of the ingredients to make fissile fuel. Okay. So the way it's going to work is going to have okay, so my electrolytic separator is going to make oxygen and hydrogen. So that's going to make hydrogen. And it's going to, the hydrogen is going to go straight up. And so the oxygen is going to be used to go straight up into the chemical infuser. And then I'm also going to output on the bottom. Actually, I'll have to see what's what. I'm going to leave the eject off for now, because if it starts making hydrogen, if hydrogen is output 1, I don't want it to, let's see, hydrogen is going to be output 1. So I don't want hydrogen to go up. I want oxygen to go up. All right, so oxygen is going to go up the top and the bottom. Hydrogen to go up up the back, because that's going to get put into the system. And I'm also going to put it out the bottom, because any extra oxygen is going to go out the bottom. And that will also go into the system. This is going to, okay, so this is going to be my first, it's going to be power. And I'm actually going to remove this one. I'm going to extract power and I'm going to insert power. Okay. This is going to be a fluid. This is going to be water. Oops. It's going to insert and it's going to extract from the ME interface. Fluids, it's going to get input from the front. I spun it around because I don't like the little squares on that thing. Okay, so that means that this is going to have oxygen from below it, and now I need to get sulfur dioxide into it. Sulfur dioxide is going to come from a chemical oxidizer. Okay, so chemical oxidizer. Okay, it's going to take the inputs down there and it's going to output it on the bottom. This is going to be items. It's going to extract, and then the chemical oxidizer is going to be sulfur. I think I can drag over here. Yes. So it's going to insert sulfur into this chemical oxidizer. So create sulfur dioxide, get inserted down here. Sulfur trioxide is going to be the output. And then it's going to output sulfur trioxide to the left into a chemical infuser. I'm going to take input. So this is going to be sulfur trioxide. So sulfur trioxide is, I need oxygen on one okay. So I have sulfur trioxide here. You make sulfuric acid, which means I need water vapor coming in here, which means I need a rotary condensator. It's going to output gases on the top. It's going to accept fluid on the back, which means this guy, rotary condensator, is going to get water. Because he takes water and He takes water and turns it into water vapor. And this is, I'll just create power as I go, or insert power as I go. All right, so then this guy is getting water vapor from the bottom. And he's going to get sulfur trioxide. He's going to put it together, and he's going to output sulfuric acid on the top. Which means I need chemical dissolution chamber. I always like clearing out these sides because you never know where things are gonna come from. Okay, so he's gonna get input on the bottom, and he's going to output on the back. He's also going to get input on the back. Okay, chemical. Oh, items. So he is going to insert, and he's going to get the fluorite. So that way I can actually use more than like this channel for more than one thing. Okay, I think we're good here. All right, and so I'm going to get sulfuric acid and spit out hydrofluoric acid. And okay. So for this, I'm going to extract the sulfuric acid gas. Oh, sorry, this is going to be the hydrofluoric gas. Okay, so then this is going to be the hydrogen. Okay, so I'm going to have my enrichment chamber. Let me check that one. So the enrichment chamber is going to insert uranium, and then I'm going to output it to the right, because that's going to make yellow cake uranium. This guy is going to accept items from the left, and it's going to output the gas, the uranium oxide, from the top. This is going to accept an input from the bottom. It's going to accept another input from the back. That's going to be the hydrofluoric acid. And then I'm going to output to the left. And then the isotropic centrifuge is going to accept. It's going to accept an input from the left, and it's going to output to the front, but it's the back. Okay, so let's get to these things. Power. Okay. So the fissile fuel, this is the gas return, I think we said. Yes. Which means I will extract from here, and this is going to be the fissile fuel coming back. This That's going to be the fissile fuel coming back. I need the chemical oxidizer. Doesn't need to be connected to XNet, so it's just this chemical infuser here. This needs hydrofluoric. And you can actually, because I named it, see this is that chemical infuser. You can also double click on it, which is nice. But naming things can help a lot. All right, so now normally for liquids, you can just like drag a bucket in, but for gases, you can't, there's no bucket of gas. I think what you can do is use these creative tanks. So I just need to find the hydrofluoric acid, because this is like, oh, interesting. Hydrofluoric acid. See, I can't drag that over there. But I can do, I should be able to do this. I think that will work. Yes, I don't want liquid. It has to be from this chemical tanks. Hydrofluoric acid. Okay. Hopefully that will work. And I think that's it. That's fissile fuel in a nutshell. I will also, where's my quantum teleporter? This is going to be public. Okay, so this is going to be one last connection. Oh, hello. So this is going to be the last connection. I want to insert, this is my gas return. I want to see if I can do this for the fissile fuel. And this is going to be a high priority. Hopefully what this will do is it will send it to the quantum entangler porter first, and then any leftover gets stored in the ME system. That is what I would hope to do. Okay. And all right, ultimate test. It's online. Okay. So we have water coming in. This is making sulfur dioxide. This is getting sulfur. This should be receiving fluorite. Should be getting fluorite soon, right? It might just because it can only, because this is the item channel. There's an extra. Ah, yeah, there we go. So now I have, this has fluorite. This, oh, I don't think I ever gave, aha, I did not. I needed to give this uranium, and only uranium. This, yeah. I say I didn't filter that at first, so. All right. So this is making sulfur dioxide. That's fine. This is making hydrogen and oxygen. What is not working? Input 1 and input 2. Oh, eject off. All right, perfect. So it takes oxygen, it's making sulfur trioxide. That's getting sent over here. Sulfur trioxide on one side. Oh, this is getting water, water vapor, making sulfuric acid. This is making hydrofluoric acid. This is like one of the few machines that actually uses gas upgrades, and it uses like 10% less sulfuric acid, I believe. Right, this is going to make uranium oxide. Perfect, perfect. So this is just missing hydrofluoric acid. Okay. So this is going to be my fissile fuel. I'm going to insert there with a low priority. I'm going to insert here with a high priority. And I'm going to extract here. So hopefully what will happen is this will start working. Yes. So it's capturing all the fissile fuel I can. When it can't do that, when this is full, it'll start putting it in here. All right, everyone. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any tips or tricks or anything. All right, I'll take care. I'll see you later.